Let's rock, y'all. Just wanted to take a quick moment to give a little demo of something I created. We have these salt lamps. First of all, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well and everything is at peace in your world. So, crystal Himalayan salt lamps. That's what I want to talk about today. And these lamps work on the principles of hygroscopy and evaporation and also a little bit of ionization. So what happens is if you have an electric one, but natural me, when you put the heat source inside, what happens is the salt that the crystal is made of, salt is a rock, it attracts and absorbs water molecules from the air. And as it absorbs this water vapor, it also traps microscopic airborne particles like dust and pollen and smoke and other things that are in the air. And they bring them into the salt crystal. And then as the crystals get heated up, they begin to evaporate. And the heat takes, after the salt has absorbed all of the stuff, the salt that has absorbed the things evaporates, and it releases the particles, pollutants, whatever, into the air, and as they dissipate, it removes those things from your space. And it also helps with, as it's removing these things that are negative, it helps bring, in some ways it can bring a little more peace into your environment. So, these lamps can be expensive, so I thought of a way, I thought of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create one today. So first, what you need is some Himalayan salt, and you need a candle. Then after this candle is used up, then you can, just use a tea light or a votive, or maybe even a small pillar candle. You need a glass that is larger than the candle, so it can fit inside, because it needs to have a space to put the salt. And this is my extra salt, so we're going to start with this. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to take we're going to put some salt on the bottom, because we want salt to be all the way around. So I'm going to put salt in the bottom of the glass. Shake that a little bit so it goes all around, so we don't have any empty spaces, so that we are getting the total benefit of our salt. We're going to take our candle. This candle smells so good, y'all. We're going to place it in the jar and press it down so that it is firm and tight, so we have this space around. And we're going to take the salt and just gently place it around the spaces. So you see it's going to fill up, and just keep doing that around until you get your salt all the way around. And you want to make sure that your candle is slightly below the salt, so that it can help with the evaporation and the hygroscopy of the salt pulling in those things. So I'm not going to bore you with me pouring the salt in there. So I already made one, and this is the finished product. We have our salt around. You see the candle is beneath, and we have our salt all the way around. You see my touch is not good because we got salt on the candle, but that's okay. As it burns, it will help with the ionization and hygroscopy. And this is our beautiful candle. Different touch than somebody might not like the look of the rugged salt crystal, and you can use this instead. It's a beautiful decor. So after this candle gets burned up, you can just continue to use the same thing. Just put the candle in, tea light or votive candle, and burn it, and there it is. You've got your negative ions relieved, released, and moved away from your space. Hope you enjoyed. We'll talk again soon. Peace.